Hey Kat,
Hey Sam.
that totally threw me when I first clicked record because did you hear the voice? It
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
and I was like, oh my god, who's that? We've got a guest on the episode.
Robot Lady. Robot Lady is new to Zoom, I think,
Yes.
because I haven't really heard it before.
No, it really threw me off. Anyway, hi everyone.
Welcome back to WhatMS. It's been a while. I think it's been 6 months since we've done one together. I'll just check that.
Is that
Uh,
it? It feels like longer.
no. Well, I think we just did those two little sort of extra ones, didn't we? But I think,
Oh yeah, so because I was gonna say it's been a while since we've done like yeah, we did those extra. Oh yeah, but even they were 6 and 7 months ago. And then prior
yeah,
to that, it was a year. The heat sensitivity
yeah.
one, it was a year. What a year it's been.
What a year indeed, mate. So much has happened. So
Yeah.
much has happened.
We thought today we're just sort of doing a mini like catch up. I don't know, like a hi, we're back type
Yeah, we
thing.
will we will be producing some content
Yeah.
again,
Yeah,
finally.
we're playing around with structure and stuff, aren't we? But there's gonna be
Yeah,
at least an episode from both of us monthly and then like bonus content in the middle. Yeah.
yeah. I just feel like we've got quite a lot to say on certain things,
Yeah.
and
Oh, some of the ideas that we've spoken about, which I will say off recording because I don't want to spoil it, but some of them I'm like so excited for.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Honestly, they just we should just record our chats, like even the chat we've just had for
Yeah.
like last half
We
an
should have just
hour.
clicked record really early on it, shouldn't we?
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. So Sam, what's been going on with you?
Well, to summarize, because I didn't make any notes and I don't really know where to start, but I guess when I last recorded, well, before I would have been even 7 months ago. Yeah, nothing. It wouldn't have been any different. So had Lemtrada. That didn't. That sucked. That didn't work. Now I'm on Ocrevus. Now I've joined the Ocrevus crew with Kat.
Welcome.
So that's just like a brief overview of it. I can go into detail, but maybe I'll do that on like one of our bonus episodes because if not, that could just take a long time. Me rambling on what happened.
Yeah, I think it'd be really interesting for people to sort of listen to, obviously going from such a
Yeah.
sort of strong treatment to another strong treatment
Yeah.
and the reasons why. And yeah, no, it is
Yeah.
all really interesting.
Yeah, but I had my first, the two half doses of Ocrevus, end of July, beginning of August. And I'd say that it's only, and I had a relapse as well this year. Like I said, this is why I'm trying to condense it. But I feel like the last week or so, I've finally started to feel like I've got a bit of energy, like I'm making improvements because I'm really, really tired all the time. But I'll take it because I'm like, if you're not watching on YouTube, my air quotes, I'm like normal person tired. Like I've had quite a few really late nights. I started swimming again. I've been doing stuff that kind of justifies it. Like I don't mind being really tired when I've got reason for it. Like going
Yeah.
out with friends, drinking too much. That sort of thing where I'm like, oh, that's okay. Although the weirdest thing, I don't know if you ever get this, the day after, if I've been out drinking, I feel like I almost feel better. So like, if I've got a hangover, I feel like crap from the hangover. But it's like for that day, my MS is like, do you know what? We'll give you a break because you're hungover. And then it'll be like the following days after that that it's like, now I'm back. But like
Yeah.
always like the next day, I'm like, oh, do you know, like I feel like I've got a headache and I feel tired and that, but I don't know, like my bladder, like symptoms, they just seem to quieten down.
It's interesting. I can't remember the
That's
last
not a
time I.
solution. Don't just have
Yeah,
hangovers.
just keep
Just
drinking
constantly have a
non-stop.
hangover.
Yeah, can't remember the last time I got drunk. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have to try that out and
Yeah.
get back to you on that one.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't advise because some people it can send them even worse, can't it? But yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, to know really. It's really hard, isn't it, to summarize like what's been going on, especially because it's been like the weirdest 2 years
Yeah, it's just so surreal.
ever.
It's gone so quickly, but so long
Yeah.
at the same
I feel
time.
like this year's gone quicker, do you, than last year?
Yeah, I would definitely say. Like, I don't even know how we are. Where are we in October? Like, what?
Yeah,
Like,
I
what
know.
are we doing?
Yeah.
No, being poorly, I think, mostly.
Yeah, I just don't know where it's gone.
What have I been doing? I had my Aquavus. That I had bad crap gap, so I was a bit.
Oh,
Meh.
I haven't experienced this yet.
At the moment, I'm like, I feel all right. Like so, like
Mm.
yourself, I actually had a small, according to my neurologist, a small mild relapse, which lasted 12 weeks and was pretty gross. But
Some mild little.
yeah, a little one. But actually, I'm kind of feeling good for me at the moment. Like, so in my head, I'm like, because I'm due mine in December, so it should be next month. I start to feel a bit crap again, and I'm like, oh, really, like feeling okay. But at the moment, I can't even imagine it. It's so weird. Like, oh, it's almost like your brain forgets. But I guess that's like a
It's like
weird, like,
anything, isn't it? It's like a, what's the word? Uh, like a protection. That's not the word I'm looking for.
yeah. Well, it's like I suppose when like when like our bodies forget. Like, not that I've had children, but
I,
like
I
child.
was going to use that. Not, yeah, I haven't had kids either, but they say, don't they? You forget the pain.
Yeah, so maybe, yeah, because it's like when I'm feeling really ill, I'm like, oh God. But then when I feel like this, I'm like, what was I even stressing about? Was I really
Yeah.
like that bad? But yeah, so had crap gap times, then had feeling crap from my treatment for 4 to 6 weeks or something. But yeah, obviously I lost my dog, Murphy, who has been actually featured on previous podcasts.
You have, yeah,
That
people, yeah.
that episode makes me smile so much. I just love it. Like,
What, where I totally stopped listening to you because I'm too busy staring at Murphy.
and he was like peeping, he was being naughty in the garden, weren't he? And his
Yeah.
little head was popping up in the background. But yeah, I lost Murphy, and it's been horrendous. Like, had him for 13 years. I'm talking about it really like monotone because I don't want to start crying on the
Yeah.
podcast, but it just threw me. And off the back of that, I did have, like my neuro says, a mild relapse. So I was really, really ill, and it wasn't great. But that's kind of like my big news. But I find it interesting, like how obviously they do say emotional stress can make your MS worse, but yeah, it absolutely
Really
did.
can.
And
Yeah.
yeah, so I've sort of, so it's been nearly 3 months and sort of coming out, say, the other side to a point and trying to figure out life without him. But yeah, just
Yeah.
ran away.
It's crazy, isn't it? Just how, like I said, trying to recap and just how life has just gone on. Don't know, like I guess maybe that's why I feel like this year's gone a lot quicker because last year everything was kind of stopping, wasn't it?
Yeah,
You know? And now it's just like, oh well, like not back to normal for a lot of people, but a lot of people that's kind of, what it is. I
I
don't
still
know.
don't know what my normal is, mate. I'm still like,
Yes, I mean I still feel I'm still waiting to be better. Or like, yeah, like work out what is a new normal and stuff.
yeah,
But
same. I
we'll
think,
get
yeah,
them.
yeah, we will. And I think I'm sort of coming to terms with how ill I actually am. And
Mm,
that is, and that sounds like a negative thing. And obviously it is horrendous and it's, so much grief. It's just unreal. But at the same time, it's actually like helping me in that I'm actually sort of coming to terms with it to a point. And it's like, I am ill and I can't live a normal life. And as even since my diagnosis nearly 3 years ago, my MS has got worse.
yeah,
And it's like, I don't know, it's like I can't keep up the illusion I used to keep up
yeah.
anymore because I did a fucking good job of it. Like,
Mm,
and I think it shocks people, like, even now, like, because they just think I'm exactly the same because I look the same. But actually, I know. And it's made me be less hard on myself,
yeah,
not trying to keep up with my inboxes all the time, not feeling like I need to put content on social media constantly. I've had it
yeah,
was like a month break of just having some time to myself, and actually me coming to terms with how ill I am has helped me with that because I'm not as much in denial about it and I don't feel as guilty. Not
mm,
that I should have felt guilty before, but I feel better in saying, guys, I'm really ill. I cannot do these things that a
yeah.
lot of people can do. So
My
yeah.
like not flaw, but my thing that I definitely need to work on is like pacing myself and like balance, because I'll spend like a lot of time feeling like crappy, and then I have an ounce of energy and I'm just like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. Like, I don't sort of well, that sounds like I do loads, but for example, I'll like, I don't know, go out somewhere and then come back and be like, now I want to go do this sort of thing. Like, I'll lose any sense of like, maybe just do one thing today, Sam. Like, I'm like, nope, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do that. Which then can end in tears sort of thing. So it's trying to navigate, isn't it? But I mean,
Yeah.
I've been trying to do this for 6 years, so that's
Well,
mad that it's been that long. Like,
yeah, it's wild. Well, I can't believe it's been nearly 3 years since I was diagnosed. And
that's what I mean. It doesn't seem right. Like, I feel like mine should be 3 years too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Before I met you, it didn't exist. I feel like, I don't know. It's just so quickly.
The thing I'm noticing, like you just said about like obviously pacing yourself, and I'm very similar to you in that if I'm like right, but it amazes me now. Like, and I know they say like, oh, you know, with you see all this sort of infographics and things being like, oh, when you've got chronic illness, like doing an activity on a day and then you need to recover for the next week. And in my head, I'm like, nah, I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to recover. Went to Cornwall for 5 days. Amazing. It was literally just what I needed. Had some time away, and mate, it took me over a week to recover from the holiday, in that I couldn't stay awake. I was just falling asleep. I was exhausted. And in my head I was like pull yourself together almost. And it was just like every night I was like there was like magic video of me like just passed out, because and I was like, and then it's sort of, but that was like a bit of a reality check. And actually I think I needed that, because it was like, okay, Kat, you are ill, like, and it's okay if you need to have this extra rest, because you cannot keep up with everyone else. Like, one of the friends that we went with, she was like, oh my god, I'm exhausted. She was like, can't even imagine how you must be feeling like when we'd got back. And I was like, yeah, pretty tired. And it was even like the other day when, you know, my dad and my sister came to visit me, because I've been staying with my boyfriend in Lincoln since Murphy died. Came for the day, and we had a really nice, what we did was bought some tiaras, just like, I don't know, just had a nice day. Just, what did we do? We went for a little walk into town, nothing too strenuous, went for some food, and then went for a walk in the park. And again, 2 days it took me to like sort of recover from that. And I was like, wow, like, but it's like, I gaslight myself still. I'm like, nah, like that can't be real. That's not a thing. But it is. And I'm like, it's just wild. But I don't know, getting more comfortable with my illness, I suppose. And it sounds like a negative, but it's not in a way.
It's not. It's definitely not. Even in Shift MS stuff as well. That's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Shift MS.
Yeah, Shift MS. Yeah. Wild times, mate. I feel like we could fill this whole podcast with like just an hour's worth of actually all of the things we've been doing.
Yeah, I know, that's what I mean. When you actually like, it's hard. It's hard to like paraphrase. But then I don't know if my brain is capable of like thinking of anything in chronological order at the moment.
Yeah, I think we just need to do some like individual episodes on.
Yeah, we'll do some individual ones that are like, for mine anyway, I'll definitely like map out so that I know what I'm talking about. It's like, I don't know, do you find when like, if you bump into people that you haven't seen in ages and they're like, what's new? What have you been up to? And you're just like, nothing. I can't. I'm always just like, not a lot. Like,
just standard. Equally loads of other stuff as well. Like, I don't know.
That's what I mean. But then you think, what have I been up to? Like, what have I been doing? I don't know.
Well, I've been back at the gym actually. I suppose that's quite a biggie.
Yeah, it is massive.
Obviously, well, I suppose, the start of this year, obviously when it was lockdown, I was doing all my training at the park and stuff, and I got like a lot of strength back in my sort of upper body. And then sort of when the gyms finally reopened, I could finally train my legs, which, you know, I was kept joking. I was like, I'm like a classic gym bro with like a massive upper body and then like no legs, because I hadn't
chicken legs.
literally hadn't trained. It's so funny as well because of my injury. My left leg is so much smaller, like even my calf, like in comparison to my right, is like
Is it?
yeah. So I'm literally desperately trying to like build this leg up again. But I suppose that is like, yeah, that is a big thing that has, but again, that is something that has sort of hit me, is that firstly my recovery from training. Like I do all the things, I eat well, sleep well, all do all sort of classic bodybuilder things, look after myself, and my recovery is just not how it used to be at all. I'm only able to go to the gym 4 times a week, like maximum that is, and quite often either due to recovery or just I'm not feeling well, I just can't do it. But then it's like kind of accepting that no, I cannot follow the kind of programming I used to do, which was 6 days a week, like all these boxes, and like, because obviously bodybuilding was my hobby, and it's having to let go of that has been quite difficult, because I like to be organized, I like to have a schedule, I like to tick my, I've got my little to-do list, and I can't do it anymore. And that's been a kind of weird thing, but at the same time I'm absolutely ecstatic. Like sometimes I'm in the gym and I'm like, God, 2 years ago I didn't think this would ever be possible. Like with my injury, not even with my MS particularly, but I mean my MS does screw me in the gym. I was just saying to Sam about my grip, that's something I've noticed, but then adapting, I finally gave in, mate, got some wrist straps. So there's me like, yeah, I'm fine, like, and then I was getting really frustrated with it, and then I thought, right, I'm just going to order some. So now I just strap my wrist up, and my grip has improved so much in that.
Good, that helps.
Yeah, the other day I was like hitting all like PBs on my sort of smaller exercises, and I was like, this is because I've stopped being a stubborn, in denial human, and have actually think, okay, maybe I do need some sort of aids with my disability, because I am a disabled person. So, but yeah, again, it's that acceptance and actually being like, okay, you aren't like everyone else, and you need a bit of help with certain things, but we adapt. That's what
and
we
it's
do.
benefited you, so just shows, doesn't it, the adaptions are worth it.
Yeah, don't be stubborn. Don't do a me and miss out on decent
training for ages.
yeah, it is hard to let go of certain things, but I don't know, I've been trying hard.
Getting there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've got, like I said, we've got lots of exciting things coming up, planned episodes and stuff. But yeah, I guess this one was just really a hello, like a really prolonged hello, isn't it? Like, hi, we're back, we're going to start posting again.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so I said,
let us know if there's anything like they want to see, like follow WhatMS on I was about to say follow on Facebook.
I feel like that's the form of social media.
That's what I mean. I was like, why did I think Facebook? Add me on Facebook.
Yeah, I love it.
Add you on Instagram, rather.
Yeah, I mean, like, apologies for the WhatMS Instagram page being quite dead, essentially, but I am planning on sort of doing some more content for that. And yeah, like Sam said, if there's anything that you want us to talk about, and especially things that aren't, we've talked about this, that aren't, your sort of typical
mainstream topic. You can literally like Google search and you'll get like pages and pages of like stuff about it.
Yeah, I mean, I want to talk about sort of controversial stuff and deep emotional stuff is my favourite thing to do. So yeah, I mean, if anyone has any suggestions, definitely open to them. Oh my God, mate, my nose is running again. It's a bloody allergy symptom. We were just talking about this. Like, I think it's my Ocrevus treatment. Obviously, that is a side effect, but it hasn't really clicked with me that.
Yeah, and I have had people say, they, like I said, a bit more sniffly and like allergy, like like it's like they've got allergies all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know if anyone's listening and they've had similar, because I've been complaining to my boyfriend that I get really bad hay fever, and he's like, "Hun, we're in October, like it's not hay fever." And I'm like, but it's all the typical symptoms of hay fever. And I was just down in some Piriton before we came on here to try and and then it just sort of clicked. I was like, maybe it's my Ocrevus. So if anyone's experienced that, I would be interested to know. because I've sort of been ignoring it for the last however long, but yeah, we're back, we're ready to talk.
We're back, we're here.
We love to talk.
Yeah, it's just getting into the swing of things again as well, isn't it? Like,
yeah, I'm just so glad, mate. I've missed it, to be honest.
Yeah, so have I think the thing I need to remember is like it's recording as well, like the visual, and I pull like the weirdest facial expressions. Sometimes I watch myself back and I'm like, what am I even doing? Like even that, oh my god, I just can't seem to keep my face like still. You know, everyone now that's just listening to it, they're gonna be like, oh, let's go watch the YouTube video. And like also my camera quality is really crap on this one because I'm in the midst of sorting that out. But yeah, we didn't want to. We thought, well, because we were both so excited, weren't we? Like, oh, let's do it. We've just sort of like hopped on and done this first one. So
yeah, I've got my makeshift gaming chair with loads of pillows with like proper me-ups because I was like down here, like can't even reach the microphone.
I put my laptop on a box so that if not, it'd be like half my head.
Yeah, I'm actually quite happy with this little setup, so I'm quite excited.
It works really well. It's really cute with like the little lights as well.
Oh mate, I love them. They cost me £6. I've literally just made my boyfriend's room into like a fairy like princess den.
Yeah, it's a little podcast room.
Yeah, he doesn't have a choice in this, so it's all fine.
Mine has a backdrop now, which probably wasn't there before.
Yeah, that's pretty, mate.
It's not really a backdrop. It's just one of those like, is it like tapestry you'd call it?
Yeah.
Like that I put up. But because the computer's so far back, you can see like where it ends. Ideally, I guess it would be closer, and so it would literally look like a backdrop. Yeah, because I'm so far forward, it doesn't look as great. But you know, that's the thing. At least of us don't expect perfection.
Yeah, absolutely don't. I have to like I can't even open those curtains behind me, mate, because
that'd be really bright.
You can, well, firstly that, and also you can see everything into this room. Like the amount of times I must have got changed, and so many people must have seen me naked. I'm just literally like, why am I like this? Like, because I just don't really think about it, but you can see into everyone's windows and gardens, and yeah, thought about a better shirt. But yeah,
we're on a little peep show.
Yeah, many times. But yeah, if anyone's got any ideas or topics, or
send them our way. Oh, and also, not that maybe I don't know how many people listen to this, but I feel like you should just quickly explain the cake. Lay claim to the cake.
Oh right, I'm gonna lay
belongs with WhatMS.
So basically, for my diagnosis anniversary last year, I made a cake with like rainbow sprinkles. It had like white frosting, and it said on it, what did it say? Happy you've got incurable progressive brain damage day. And it kind of went a little bit like so many people sharing it and stuff. Oh yeah, look, it sounds put it on the screen now. There it is. Oh, look, I was so proud of that, mate. I was so scared I was going to ruin the icing on it.
Happy you've got incurable progressive brain damage day. It's got sprinkles.
Yeah, I ordered those sprinkles from America, so they were specifically like really bright. I don't know if you've seen
that's painful. All that effort that's gone into it, and you don't get the credit.
Well, that's the thing, mate. So yeah, so I made this cake, and it's just been popping up. I've seen it like so many times, and people have been sharing it and stuff, and haven't credited me, and I've just been a bit like.
Well, literally, the reason we had the conversation, didn't we, is because it came up on my feed as like someone else posted it, and I think also there was another watermark on it, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Like, and to be fair, like the person who'd watermarked it wasn't claiming it was theirs. It's just when they'd reposted it, they'd put like their thing to it. But then it was someone else reposting that one, and I hadn't seen the comments to see that you'd seen it. So I screenshot it, didn't I? And I was like, hang on, is this not the cake that you made? And then I was like, oh, wait, I can see that you've seen, like, I saw then you were having a conversation with them. It was so random because I was like, why has this person reposted a repost of a repost? You know, like, and not.
I was just scrolling and I was like, hang on a minute. I was like,
yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you see this cake photo, you're more than welcome to use it. But just give me
how funny if people are listening and they're like,
oh god,
oh, that's who made that cake.
I did love it though, because it was. I was so surprised. This is the thing. I just made it, and that's my sense of humour. In that, it was
Yeah.
so funny because all of my friends
Doesn't
were
know
like,
that
"Oh
you're
God, like that's a bit dark, Cat, isn't it?" Kind of thing. And I was like, "No, it's just funny, and it's
funny.
actually, it's factual as well. It's not like I'm over exaggerating. That is literally what our illness is." But then everyone in this kind of, it got such a good response for kind of with everyone in the MS community, and they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I love this! Like this is hilarious," kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna make one, sort of thing. And so, yeah, I was just really surprised. I think I originally posted it just on my Cat Snelly account, which was just where I'd done loads of photos and stuff. I think it got like 300 likes, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, but yeah,
But
it just
now,
keeps
if you make a new one, people are going to be like, "Oh, cute! She remade that viral photo."
yeah.
You should make like a thing of both of them, like put them side by side and say, "I
Yeah.
made this cake. I also made this cake." Like
Yeah,
both of my cakes.
yeah, because I said to you earlier, didn't I? I was like, I'm going to remake it for because my anniversary is on the 31st of January, so it's not that far away. So I'm going to redo it again.
Yeah.
Or could even go the extra mile, mate, and get someone to actually make it for me, and it could be like super extra. So yeah, but yeah,
I don't know. I liked the way it looked. I think
yeah.
that it went so viral because it looks so good, like the sprinkles and everything. Like
I did have an image in my head of what I wanted it to look like, and it did actually turn out quite well.
it looks
Although
really good.
I want it to be white. If anyone knows how to make like white frosting, and I'm allergic to everything, so it had to be like gluten-free, dairy-free, or whatever. But I really wanted like a white. What's that, mate?
What was the frosting that you used?
It was just some like pre-made
Oh, right,
Betty
yeah.
Crocker, like, so it was kind of like had a bit of a yellowy tinge to it,
Right.
which didn't fit with the visual in my head.
Like buttercream type thing.
Yeah, but I don't know how would you make buttercream white? I don't really know how that works.
I don't know how. No, you could make like thinner icing, couldn't you? Of just icing, sugar, and what do you put with it?
Oh
Icing,
yeah,
but it would
water.
be thin, but you could just put a lot of it on.
Well, I've got 3 months to research this, or however long.
Or you could like, I mean, this is really technical. You could like put fondant icing on it. You know, like this, like you know how like fancy cakes they have that smooth like fondant icing.
Yeah.
You could put like fondant icing on it.
No, that would be white as well, wouldn't it?
Just turned into Sam and Cat discuss MS bake.
Yeah, how to make the perfect cake.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will definitely remake it as well. But yeah,
cool. But yeah, I was like, I need to add that in before we finish. That it belongs to WhatMS. It belongs to.
But I am also glad that like
I was going to say, that's what I mean. Like, no shade, like no hate. It's a good job it's being shared.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just glad so many people enjoyed it and kind of found the humour in it, like I did.
But I suppose it's like any viral photo. You always think someone took it first, didn't they?
Yeah. But there's so many people at home like, I did that. That was mine.
Yeah.
I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. And I'll be honest, the cake tasted absolutely disgusting.
Maybe that'll be the next step up then. Try and make one that tastes good.
It was a bit, I think I used a pre-made thing, but I added loads of like really bright food colour. It looked lush, and even when you cut into it, it was like really bright, like rainbow colours. But I remember eating it, being like, I don't even want to eat this. It just tastes like
the epitome of like, do it for the gram.
Honestly,
good. Tastes disgusting.
Yeah. Maybe not even make a cake. You know, I don't know. When I used to go to nursery school, they had like a cardboard like cake that they used to use for people's birthdays. I feel like it's kind of like that kind of vibe. Look cute, serves a purpose, but can't eat it.
No, can't
but
eat
yeah.
it.
But yes.
Well, on that cake note, all I can think about is that cake now. Yeah, I don't know, have you got anything else to add?
No, other than the icing on the cake tasted all right, but that's only because it came out of the pre-made pot. Other than that. Yeah, but no, yeah, actually I was literally like, well, this tastes like, I can't even describe it. It was like Play-Doh. That's what it was, just sort of like this cakey, like, but yeah, I don't think there's anything else other than just that we're still here and we're back, and
we've got things, and there's going to be lots more to come.
Yeah, and I can think of a specific episode. And
I think we're probably both thinking of the same one, but also there's another one that I when we've stopped recording, I think I'll explain as well that I thought of. So I said, yeah, there's give us examples for like, yeah, off what's the saying? But like, yeah, off the cuff. No, don't know, like not the norm topics and
Yeah.
things. Or even normal topics, we just want to hear our take on them. And then yeah, there'll be a few funny ones along the way as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Cool. Well, we'll speak. We can say we'll speak to you soon, and we know we will speak to you soon.
Yeah, we absolutely will. But yeah, thanks for listening as always.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll put all the like details in the show notes and stuff like that, can't we? Of like WhatMS page and how to contact us and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Bye everyone.
See you later.
Bye.